The history of Manipur is a tapestry woven with threads of resilience, cultural richness and struggles against external forces. Nestled in the northeastern part of India, Manipur has a storied past that dates back centuries. Ancient chronicles and archaeological evidence suggest that Manipur has been inhabited since prehistoric times. Over the centuries, it developed into a thriving kingdom, known for its martial traditions, vibrant culture and strategic location along ancient trade routes. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the relationship between the Manipuri kings and the Burmese rulers was complex and multifaceted, characterized by periods of conflict, strategic alliances and shifting power dynamics. This tumultuous period saw numerous battles and diplomatic maneuvers as both kingdoms vied for regional supremacy. One of the most notable episodes occurred during the reign of King Garib Niwaz, who ruled Manipur from 1709 to 1748. Under his leadership, Manipur undertook a daring raiding expedition that penetrated deep into Burmese territory, reaching as far as Ava, the ancient capital of Burma.
During the time of King Garib Niwaz, the political position of Manipur was in a very high zenith, and the territorial expansion was there, the military power. Apart from these military activities, and a lot of changes also took place in everything, in military, religious, then again the culture. At the same time, the territory of Manipur also was expanded to all the directions, even to Assam, even to Burma, even to. So therefore, this period is very, very important. During his period, King Garib Niwaz invaded Burma several times.
This bold move not only demonstrated Manipur's military prowess, but also significantly impacted the geopolitical landscape of the region, influencing subsequent interactions between the two kingdoms.
So this continuation, this military power, the expansion, or rather we can call it the aggrandizement policy of Manipur, was continued consistently till the 18th century. At that time, the Burma was ruled by Tungo dynasty. So Tungo dynasty was completely wiped out. The war concluded with certain defining moments. Among them, we all remember King Garib Niwaz leaving a mark on the doors of the Kammuda pagoda with a strike of his sword. But just after the death of King Garib Niwaz, the international quarrel among the royal princes led to the decline of the position of Manipur. The Burmese people and the Burmese king, they never forget, what's called the highest degree of ill treatment given by King Garib Niwaz to the Burmese king.
This bold incursion didn't go unanswered. The Burmese retaliated, leading to a period of domination over Manipur.
Then during the time of King Bhaigachandra, the Alungpaya invaded Manipur. So then Bhaigachandra was defeated, but Alungpaya again he went back. So as a result of this, what I'm trying to say is, the position of Manipur was gradually declining.
Following the passing of King Bhagyachandra, his children engaged in relentless power struggles that persisted for 35 years after his demise. This internal strife did not go unnoticed, capturing the interest of the Burmese monarchs.
Mainly because of the repeated invasion by the Burmese king, Bhaigachandra entered into a treaty with the British East India Company in the year 1762. Then that was some kind of what is called a defensive and offensive treaty. Accordingly, even the British East India Company, they sent the army to Manipur, but unfortunately they were not able to reach Manipur. Then in the meantime, the Burmese also went back and again Bhaigachandra came to power. But why this what called the Tungo dynasty became very, very important. Burmese became very important because there was a series of clash took place between the British East India Company and the French East India Company. France was completely wiped out just after getting victory by the British in the Fourth Anglo-French Rivalry. After this, the French went back, and then they started their activity in the Southeast Asia, the present Southeast Asia, and particularly the Burmese, because the French East India Company, they have a very good relationship with Burma.
During this period, Manipur faced significant challenges from Burmese expansionist policies. While King Chingthangkomba focused on restoring and strengthening his kingdom through cultural and religious reforms, the constant threat of Burmese invasions created a tumultuous political environment. In contrast, the Konbaung dynasty in Burma was aggressively expanding its territory.
The Burmese military was well equipped by the French East India Company. So mainly because of the help of the French East India Company, the Burmese became very powerful. So mainly because of this, the Manipur was not in the position to fight against the Burmese forces, because Burmese became very, very powerful, militarily well equipped and all this.
Upon the demise of King Bhagya Chandra, his son Prince Labanaya Chandra ascended the throne, but stability remained elusive. Shortly after, Chorjit Singh, another of Bhagya Chandra's sons, took power. His brother, Marjit Singh, orchestrated schemes against him, adding another layer of complexity to the political landscape.
The
Burmese king advised Marjit not to fight his brother and urged him to return to Manipur to live a meaningful life. However, Marjit refused. After waiting for many years, the Burmese king sent a large army with Marjit, who then defeated his brother Chorjit. Following this victory, Marjit ascended the throne as the king of Manipur, and the Burmese army returned home. The coronation ceremony of the Burmese king Bagidao was planned. According to their tradition, every king under their protection must attend the ceremony and adorn him with gifts as a token of respect. Marjit was also invited, but he failed to show up. This angered the Burmese king, who viewed Marjit's actions as disrespectful. In response, he ordered General Mahabandala to attack and cause massive destruction to Manipur.
Well, after getting defeat, then the Burmese began to terrorize the entire, areas of Manipur, particularly the valley area. They fled into different directions, and so Manipur was completely, destroyed. And this destruction, or rather this terrorizing policy of the Burma was continued continuously for 7 years. So therefore, this 7 years period, is regarded in the local language, we call it Chahi, Taret, khuntakpa. In English versions, we call it 7 years devastation.
The Burmese invasion left the Manipur Valley on the brink of depopulation. Chronicled in the royal record known as Chaitharal Kumbaba, the narrative paints a grim picture of the atrocities inflicted by the Burmese invaders. Accounts of pillaging, burning of villages and indiscriminate killings illustrate the ruthlessness of the invaders. Families were torn apart, homes reduced to ashes, and the once thriving communities of Manipur left in ruins. Driven by the spectre of torture and harassment, many Manipuris sought refuge among the hill tribes or migrated to neighboring districts like Cachar, Tripura, and Sylhet, seeking stability and security. During the 7 years' devastation, thousands of Manipuris were taken to Burma, many as slaves, and settled based on their skills. These included silk artisans, weavers, carpenters, goldsmiths, rowers, soldiers, priests, and astrologers. Hera Chandra, the son of King Labanya Chandra, sought refuge in the hills but emerged to confront the Burmese forces. His spirited defiance symbolized the resilience and determination of the Manipuri populace.
During this liberation movement, let me call it liberation movement, the liberation from the hands of Burma. The leadership of the liberation movement was in the hands of Gambhir Singh and Narsingh. But one of the most interesting part, particularly in the history of Manipur, was the role of the Hera Chandra.
Hera Chandra's strategic surprise attacks and guerrilla warfare tactics, with the help of a small contingent of horsemen, inflicted significant damage on the Burmese forces. Even women played active roles in these clandestine operations.
Hera Chandra came out spontaneously. He formed a small army, then he began to give harassment by using his guerrilla warfare tactics. He was a hero.
The Arambai, an ancient dart-like weapon that tells the tale of Manipur's storied warriors. Made from a simple bamboo rod, it carries within it the deadly precision of the Meitei cavalry, who rode into battle upon the majestic Manipur pony. This humble creation conceals a lethal force. While riding, the warrior releases the Arambai, which soars through the air. It is both an instrument of attack and retreat. Light in the hand, heavy in impact. The weight of the weapon, coupled with the poison on its tip, made the Arambai a deadly tool of war. Even the smallest wound could be fatal. In the hands of the Meitei cavalry, the Arambai became more than a weapon. It was a symbol of their courage, strategy, and the legacy of Manipuri warfare.
So then still we do not know about the last part of Hera Chandra. So different version was there. But what I'm trying to say is this: the emergence of Hera Chandra, or the presence of him at this critical juncture, it was a very, very important or a landmark in the entire history of Manipur, at the same time in the history of the liberation movement of Manipur.
Amidst the social and political chaos, the Burmese advanced into Assam and Cachar, bypassing Manipur, raising alarms among East India Company officers stationed in Sylhet. The princes of Manipur, Gambhir Singh and Nara Singh, united in a common cause. Recognizing the urgency, they sought assistance from British authorities in Calcutta to expel the Burmese.
Even before the formation of the Manipur levy, the British provided support to Manipur soldiers. They recognized the exceptional warfare skills and artillery expertise of the Manipuri kings. The British believed that with adequate support, the Manipuri soldiers could successfully liberate their country from Burmese control. As a result, under a mutual agreement, Gambhir Singh was instructed to form an army of 500 Manipuri soldiers. Lieutenant Pemberton and Captain Grant were tasked with training the soldiers in gunfire, cannon operations, drills, discipline, and more. The British covered all expenses, including the soldiers' salaries. Nara Singh was appointed as the head of this army, which came to be known as the Manipur Levy.
In 1823, the British government agreed to provide financial and technical support to train 500 Manipuris under Prince Gambhir Singh's leadership. This marked a crucial turning point in Anglo-Manipuri relations and the struggle against Burmese incursion.
Even though Manipur was very small, but from the point of Southeast Asia, Manipur was regarded as an Asiatic power. Because at that time, the people of the surrounding areas, particularly the eastern side, they put their respect to the king of Manipur. They also respect the valor of Manipur. They also respect the military might of Manipur. So therefore, they used to call this place as the Asiatic power. But in the meantime, the Burmese army also was defeated in every front. So then they pushed back. So with the help of this Manipur levy, then Manipur was liberated.
The courageous Manipur levy embarked on a journey through dense forests and rugged mountains, determined to liberate their motherland from Burmese control.
When we say Manipur levy, we confine only to a specific number of soldiers. But at a time, because the king of Manipur or the royal princess was the ruler of entire Manipur. And every tribal people, suppose if we go to their folk traditions, and I come to know many information from the different tribal groups of people, they have said in 7 years devastation, they also fully participated. Levy, it was just a small number of militia group formed by the British in favor of the king of Manipur. But the other people, even from the hills, according to their what is called folk stories, even from the hills, they also fully participated in this what is called national liberation movement of Manipur.
Under Prince Gambhir Singh's command, the new military force achieved a significant victory. Expelling the Burmese forces and securing the Ningthi River as the eastern boundary of Manipur.
They defeated the Burmese army. Having no alternative, the Burmese army also began to flee. Then finally, Gambhir Singh was able to sass them. Then, they pushed them, even to the interior part of Burma. Then war came, and particularly the liberation movement, from the perspective of Gambhir Singh, The war reached its conclusion when he cleansed his blood-stained mighty sword in the serene waters of the Chahi River.
The expulsion of the Burmese represented a triumph of resilience and determination for Manipur. It signaled the resurgence of Manipur as a sovereign power, capable of defending its lands and asserting its place in the Southeast Asiatic region.
The fierce fighting between Manipur and Burma in the process of the liberation of Manipur came to an end in the year 1825 with the installation of Gambhir Singh as the king of Manipur. But whereas the remaining part of the First Anglo-Burmese War was continued till 1826, and in the year 1826 the fight between the British and Burma came to an end with the Treaty of Yandabu in the year 1826.
The Treaty of Yandabu, signed in 1826 between the British government and Burma, marked a pivotal moment in Manipur's history. Beyond recognizing Gambhir Singh as the king, it acknowledged Manipur's sovereignty and independence. This treaty solidified Manipur's status as a sovereign entity, affirming its right to govern itself without external interference. It established a framework for cooperation and mutual respect between Manipur and British India. Today, Manipur stands as a testament to the resilience and indomitable spirit of its people. Its rich history and cultural heritage continue to inspire future generations, reminding us of the enduring strength and unity that have shaped this remarkable land.